Today is today. If we can win our game in hand against Aston Villa, we go top of the table. Hello, welcome to part 65 of the Hollywood Dream. And coming up in today's episode, we do have our Premier League fixtures against Aston Villa and Arsenal. I was going to show you the Newcastle game in the FA Cup, but I thought not. It was a meaningless FA Cup game. We did lose it 2-1 in extra time, which wasn't. I didn't want to lose it in extra time because we played it literally Aston Villa 3 days later, so it's not the worst timing. But upper form has been pretty decent. We've only played pretty much the whole of February, which we beat Bournemouth 3-2. We drew against Newcastle 3-0, not the best result. Lost against Man United 2-0. Obviously, Mollard getting sent off in the 52nd minute certainly didn't help things. Then we did cap off our Premier League games in February with a win against Wolves, and obviously, as I've just mentioned, a 2-1 defeat against Newcastle in the 5th round. The board weren't too happy about it, but I reckon we could get to the latter stages next year. Obviously, this is the first season with the new board, but my job security is very secure. Obviously, we are in a title fight, very much, and we are in a title fight. We are currently third, obviously a game in hand, which is now. So if we do win that game in hand, we do go 1 point clear. Obviously, we play Arsenal next, so we could potentially be a few more points clear if we can get 2 wins this episode. That would be absolutely amazing. So the lineup will be Potches in goal, a back four, Mollard, Kushnerov, Sneijder, McNeil, Rodrigo and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Sheehan on the right, who is currently injured. I presume he is fit to play, so we're going to leave it at that. Then we've got a Citre on the left. Then we've got a strike force of Sadia and Bishop. I will just swap those two. I won't swap those. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Why is Max Morris not playing? Not really fully fit to start, but I'm sure we'll get him on in the second half for either Sadia or Bishop. Certainly one of the strikers. Then, if things need to be really drastic, we could go 3 up top, which I'm not going to do that because I do believe we can beat Aston Villa. I don't know where Aston Villa are in the table. I should have probably checked that. I don't think they're fighting for any European spots. I think they're more scrapping for relegation or mid-table. That's where I think they are. Citre, Bishop must have been offside. He was, but it's very unfortunate because Sadia did put the ball into the back of the net for a brief moment before he got disallowed. So Aston Villa are 12th. They were 17th earlier on in the season when we played them in the reverse fixture. Citre plays the ball to Rodrigo. Taylor, this is looking very promising. Taylor gets fouled, but we still got the ball, and Bishop puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. And guess what that means? We go top of the Premier League. This would be absolutely amazing, especially if we could beat Arsenal in the next game. That would be absolutely crazy territory. And we've still got Man City left to play as well. And that Sadia is there to add his second goal of not his second goal, but our second goal, if you know what I mean. Very, very good start with it. Is Alan Sheehan having a terrific game, by the way. 20 minutes in, he's already got 2 assists. He's looking for a hat-trick of assists, I reckon. That was Aston Villa's first decent, it wasn't really a decent chance. It was a half chance, but it was off target, so we weren't really testing our goalkeeper. Kushnerov is there to make it 3-0. That's his 3rd goal of the season with 15 minutes left to play of the first half. We are cruising to a resounding victory. Obviously, we still got a whole of the second half left to play. It could go horribly wrong from here, but hopefully we don't let them back into it. Hopefully we can get a few more goals this first half. I'm sure we will do. Rodrigo plays the ball to Taylor. Now let's just get the ball upfield. Play the ball to Sheehan because he's got a magic touch today. Everything he touches turns into a goal, sort of. Sadia has a long range effort. I think he could have taken a little bit closer to the goal to hopefully try and get it on target, but it was an alright effort. We're 3-0 up, so I'm not gonna not going to be too bad at him. And Salia does lose the ball in a very bad area, but hopefully we can get the ball. Messi plays the ball to Batshuayi. Can we get in a tackle, please? Or a block, somebody. Oh, I thought it said Trey was going to put a foot in, but he doesn't. Messi with a striker. That is a great save from Poches in goal to still make it 3-0. Thankfully, that was, I don't know if it's going wide or just creeping in there in that left-hand side of the goal, but what a save that was, and what a good, decent catch that is from the corner. We are closing in on the end of the first half, still 3-0 up as it stands against Aston Villa, still top of the league. We've got a 4-point goal difference ahead of second, which is a 4 goal, whatever that means. We're leading the goal difference by 4. Now 5, as Fatah Salia has got his second goal of the day with a couple minutes left to play of the first half, and the goal has been awarded. We lead 4-0 against Aston Villa. This is the ideal win we needed, because if we lost today, I would have been, obviously we'd still be in the title fight, but just not as comfortable as we are now. I never thought we'd be top of the league this season, especially under new ownership. That is it's quite something. I don't know if the players liked Brian and Rob, but looking at this, I don't think they did. That's interesting. Very interesting. That is that we're top of the league when Ryan and Rob leave the club. Absolutely bonkers. But we are going to make a couple of changes. Alan Sheehan is going to make way for Sunel, who can play out on the right. He's not comfortable at it, but he's fine. He's a good third option as a right winger when Mular's injured or suspended. I think one of the two. Rodrigo is going to make way for Fabricio Diaz, and I think Bishop also comes off the one and the only Max Morris. Now a 4.5 star striker. That's just absolutely crazy, because I think when we brought him in, he was like probably 3-star, maybe has like 4.5-star potential, but he's been absolutely superb. All of the strikers have been superb, including Sadia. Obviously, getting 2 goals this game is absolutely beautiful. Mollard, Taylor's got the ball. Now let's get the ball upfield. See if Sadia can get a hat-trick. That would be lovely. Morris plays the ball to McNeil. Still, it's just about has still got it. McNeil crosses it, and Max Morris, probably with his 5th touch of the game, puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 5-0. 5-0. Oh, we're dreaming. We are dreaming. 9 games left to go. 9 games left to go. We're definitely going to qualify for Europe, but I just want to know what sort of budgets we're going to get next season. So if we qualify for the Champions League, bearing in mind we had a Tycoon Takeover, who's willing to spend whatever he can to make us the top team in the world, I reckon we've got to get at least 100 million if we qualify for the Champions League, which there's no doubt I'm sure we will, and I'm sure we'll get budgets before the next episode, so I think they will be revealed very, very soon. But what a win! A 5-0 victory over Aston Villa, and now we sit top of the league, 1 point clear. Obviously, now we play Arsenal, which isn't going to be an easy game by all means. Last time we played them, we did lose 1-0 against Arsenal, but hopefully this time we can beat them, and hopefully if Man City can also lose, we could potentially create a bit of a points gap. The lineup for our match against Arsenal will be Poches in goal, and back 4, Mollard, Kushnerov, Snape and McNeil, Taylor and Rodrigo in the midfield. Then we've got Sheehan on the right, Sidre on the left. Then we've got Morris and Bishop up front. I think I'm just going to leave Morris and Bishop that way around, because obviously Max Morris by far the best advanced forward, better than Bishop in my opinion. So Bishop, he's alone. I don't think we get him back for next season. As much as I want him to, I just don't think we do. I don't really want to pay 84 million on a striker where it's not really much chance that we're going to make a profit on him. But he is a good striker. I think he'll have a brilliant season with Everton next year, no doubt about that. But there might be a slight chance we could get him back next year, maybe for less than 84 million if we let his loan expire. What a save that is from Poches! What an absolute save that is! Absolute one of the best that is. He maybe really only rated us 2.5 stars, but so very underrated in my opinion. I guess it just shows that the star rating doesn't really mean anything, and when you're a goalkeeper, certainly doesn't. That's not ideal. Gabriel Martinelli puts the ball into the back of the net, and at the moment, that game in hand that we just won means absolutely nothing because we do drop down to second. Oh god, Man City still haven't played yet. We're playing before everyone else, which isn't ideal. But if we could get a draw, just a draw this game would be absolutely lovely. Can he get the ball back in the box? Mollard probably took it a bit too far, but McNeil with an excellent strike couldn't quite get it on target. If that's on target, that is definitely a goal all day long because the goalkeeper was not getting to that. Nowhere near. I mean, he tried, but he was never going to get anywhere near the ball. But a couple minutes left to play of the first half. And Sidre, that's a poor free kick. Very poor indeed. Who he was aiming for, I do not know. Rodrigo, it's another poor pass. I don't know if the pressure is getting to the lads, but we've just seemed a bit shaky this game. We have, but there is still 8 games left to go after this, so there is a chance. Hopefully, Arsenal can lose a couple games because I don't think we're going to win this game because Samu Omarodion has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 to Arsenal with a couple minutes left to play of the first half. If we can get a goal back here, that would be absolutely lovely. McNeil, some sloppy passing once again, but Sheehan wins the ball back. Just run upfield, just run. Rodrigo, that could have been a great pass. That could have been a good ball, but very unfortunate. Great defender from Arsenal, I must admit. Pasani has got the ball. Can we get a block in? We don't. As Dave does header it clear, only as far as Overland. Martinelli now. Can we get the ball back, please? I don't like the way this is looking. Timber, well done. Great. That's not a penalty. No. Don't mess with me, you silly little ref. That's not a penalty. No way near. Got to be joking. He got the ball fair and square. And now Saka's taking the penalty, the guy who stayed down for ages. 3-0. 3-0. That was the most dubious penalty I've ever seen in my life. That was... I tell you what, penalties on Football Manager really do frustrate me at times, because that was nowhere near a penalty. He got the ball fair and square. I don't know. Maybe he got the man first. But, good God. Good God, Poches. What do we do with you? He's a good goalkeeper, but my good God, does he make some mistakes at times. But 3-0 to Arsenal. It's not the way I wanted this game to go. I was hoping to be winning 3-0, but not losing 3-0. But if we could get a goal back here, a reasonably early goal in the second half, that'd be lovely. And Taylor, with the strike, why are we shooting from there? Why? Just take it a little bit closer to goal, then have the strike. Take it into the box. At least then you're probably guaranteed for it to be on target. Right, we are going to make a couple of changes because we've certainly not been great at all. Mollard is going to make way for Sinel. Rodrigo off for Brandon Hunter. And I think Isidre also comes off for Moretti. We are going to go to a attacking mentality for the last half hour just to see if that changes anything. We will also drop a little bit of encouragement in the hope we can just get a goal back now, because once we've got one, I'm sure we'll definitely grab another 2 or 3, hopefully. Can we get the ball, please? Well, the name. Good header. Moretti has got the ball. Plays the ball to Morris, who puts the ball into that top right-hand corner. If only he could have scored in the first half, then we might not be in this situation. Right, hopefully we can get a hat-trick from Morris, because I think we definitely can. He is going to stay on. No way in hell am I getting him off. Not a chance. Snape gets the ball to Taylor. Now Morris. Just run. Just run, Morris. Bishop, it's through on goal. Oh my God, it's 3-2. I did not think this was going to be possible, but we are just now 1 goal behind from leveling the game. We've got 20 minutes left to play. Not plenty of time, but enough time to grab a 3rd goal. If only we don't concede any more goals, that would be lovely. Absolutely lovely that we don't concede any more goals. That was going to say hit the post. Luckily, went out for a goal kick. No deflections there. Right, let's drop some more encouragement because I do believe an equaliser is definitely coming. We're staying on the attacking mentality for now. We'll just stay on the attacking mentality because we've got a corner. Moretti, I think that was Moretti with the Moretti whipped in the corner. It wasn't a great corner, but Bishop whips in. McNeil now on the edge of the area. Hunter, come on, get it back in the box, please. Snape, McNeil, Hunter. Come on, Moretti. I like the way this is going. Sheehan puts the ball into the back of it to make it 3-0 against Arsenal. And as it stands, we do return to the top of the Premier League. At the moment, we do. There's obviously Man City have still got to play their game in hand, or they're just their generic game. But if we can get a winning goal, that would be lovely. I don't think that's going to happen. But what a game from 3-0 down to 3-0. Max Morris is a Wrexham legend. He's not a Wrexham legend, but let's put it that way. But it's not a title winning game, but it's pretty close. I mean, we're now 2 points clear. I do want to know, when do Man City play? When do Man City play? That's what I really want to know. So they play when this game ends. Not for ages by the looks of it. That's not ideal. I presume it can't be then. I don't know when it is. So bottom line is, if we win our league match against Man City, I think that's probably the title, maybe not the title wrapped up. So I don't know when we're going to come back for the next episode. So I guess for now, I'll see you at the end of the season where we might be in a title fight. So the matches that might be played in the next episode could be Everton and Tottenham. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Den Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.